Hi. So hope you are good, and finally we have came to the end of our course, and also this is the last video of the last project or term assignment. So here what I have done is just done an extending or extendment to the assignment 4, which actually meets all the requirements of the option B. So let me close this and let's mark one by one if all the requirements met or not. So if I just talk about how much difficult it was, even though I have done just an extension, it was very difficult for me because I have to catch all the bugs during the runtime because I have no power to use TypeScript. So catching errors on runtime is like trying everything and catching your silly mistakes one by one, which actually takes a lot of time. And even when you are actually doing the DOM manipulation using manual JavaScript, the number of error actually increases very quickly. So that's why it actually took me more than 1.5 days right now to build this silly thing. But I hope that people will like it and can also use it actually, though this is not something which is very exciting. So if I just open where I have deployed this app, so you can see that I am actually logged in as general user and my role is guest, and as I was already pre-logged in and my session was already active, I do not need to log in again, but if I want I can log out. And one just for kind information, the delete button doesn't work. I just thought that I will actually implement the delete functionality. Then I thought that just keep it like that. So what I will uh, at first want to explain is the security purpose. So as you can see, as I'm now the guest, and now if I try to access the users page, I'll be told that I have done a very bad request. So I cannot access something which belongs to admin users. And of course, I can search different kind of songs. So I can write potato and then submit. And then I can see all the matching results of potato, and then I can actually add few songs, right? And then you can move up and you can move down too. And you can also delete a song. You may feel like it's really slow. The only reason it is slow is because the server in which I have deployed is for free and I am getting only 0.1 vCPU, which is the virtual CPU. So the resources are very low. So that's why when I actually send a request and it has to send me the JSONs and whatever it is, the processing power is very slow, just like a crap you can say, because with that 0.1 vCPU is also running the operating systems and also running this process of Node.js. So it's like horrible. And even Node.js can't do multi-threading here also. So it's like one single port thread is fighting for the concurrency and all those stuff. So that's why you actually see this much of slow performance. So let's get back by logging out. And now I will just sign it with my admin user. So if I actually give wrong password, I wanted to show you that it says invalid credential or account exists because I have only one form, because I don't want to go to the hassle of sign up and sign in two forms. So this one form actually will create a new account if the username doesn't exist, but if it actually exists then it will check for the password, and if the password doesn't matches it will show this notification. So what I will do is supply the right password right now and try to log in, and when I give OK, so we can see some of the songs here. So these are some of the songs I added earlier. So now if I go back to my users page, as I'm admin right now, I should be able to see both of the users. If I click on the promote, I can promote this general user to a guest user, but I won't do it because it will make harder the experimentation for TAs. So I will go back, and the other thing what I can do, oh yeah, so other thing is like you can also play the song. So for playing the song I will just mute my audio.
Waist and put that body on me.
So as you can see, you can also play some songs here, which is also kind of good thing. And the other thing is like I have added one extra thing, which is responsiveness. So you can also use this app on your mobile phone. So what you can do is you can open and search here, and then also go here and you can see everything you want on the mobile too. And the last thing is like the engineering part, where I will show you like how I have optimized to almost like constant time by writing good algorithms and using the right data structures. So if I go to my application code, you will see my database schema, that the node is nothing but the user is creating multiple nodes, and this node is containing a track ID, and it is like a linked list. It also have a connection to previous ID and next ID. So we can actually directly go to any of these songs by just knowing the owner and track ID, because it is making the composite primary key. And on the other hand, we have also a relationship which is on delete and on update cascade. Like if anyone deletes the users, all the nodes related to the user will also be deleted, or if anyone updates the username, all the nodes related to that should also be updated. So that's the thing. So whenever someone actually creates a new object or new song, we actually what we do is manipulate this linked list and attached with the tail of this linked list. And when someone actually removes something, we can directly come by accessing that node via the owner and track ID. So we will get the owner ID from the session and the track ID from the UI interaction, and then we can directly access one node. And as we can see that we are creating a composite index also, so that's why the access will be very fast, because maybe indexes are created using B trees, and which is logarithmic time, so very fast. So we will get our node we wanted to delete in very fast, and then we can just delete it. And the other thing is like the swiping, that we can see that we can do this swiping stuff where we can send the song up and down. So what I'm doing here is, uh, as I have already told, if I have the track ID and owner, I can directly access that node, and then I can, if I trying to go up, I can also access the previous ID and then swipe it by changing the pointers. And if I wanted to go down, then I can also swipe it by changing the next pointer with the current pointer and so on, just what a normal LinkedIn does. And what I'm doing for catching is, if I go from the manager.mjs, you can see that I am maintaining a hash set instead of a linked list here. And what I'm doing is, when I have to swap a list, so what it sends a server request, and the server knows like which two adjacent nodes are there. So if it swaps node 1 and node 2, so the node 2 I was not knowing, so it will send me the data of node 2. And wait a minute, where it is. Maybe there should be something like a swap. Get play. Yeah, this one, swap scores. So here what I'm doing is swapping the scores. I'm trying to get and saying that I wanted to modify and set my increment direction and the ID, and what it will return me is the swap ID, like which component of linked list was swap. Then what I will do is directly access those two components and just swap their scores in the hash map, which is much more efficient than fetching the whole linked list every time with a huge amount of data transfer. So this was like a small engineering optimization that I did, and so that's why my cache and my database are performing very fantastically. But it's just like the CPU, which is like 0.1 B CPU, so it's very slow. So thank you for watching, and I hope you actually understood the whole project, and I will see you in the next course if I have as a common TA. So thank you for watching.